Good afternoon and welcome to week 2 of this series, I guess. So yeah, this is week 2 of the sort of like diet phase. If you haven't seen the first week's video, check it out. I'll put it in a link above, where I see how much weight I can lose in 4 weeks, followed by how fit I can get in 4 weeks, followed by destroying myself in Switzerland. So yeah, last week we started at 84.9 kilos. Today's weigh-in was 80.8, which is crazy, and there's something wrong. I've like eaten too much before the first weigh-in or lost a lot of water, but I've been doing a lot of training. My diet's been good, really good to be fair. Still had the odd treat, not doing anything crazy. So yeah, I think it's yeah, I feel good at least, let's put it that way. So let's see how I do this week. I'm not expecting a great loss, and I wouldn't be surprised if I put a bit on after such like a big loss week 1. I'm on a very gentle ride today because it's pretty windy and a lot of the roads have been resurfaced, so the surface is really loose. So I'm just taking it easy and yeah, just having an easy spin for about 90 minutes after work. I'm also using a tripod because I was getting a lot of weird echo on the video last week, and I think it might be the way I'm holding my camera with the windsock on. So let's see how this goes. Otherwise I might have to invest in a new GoPro because mine doesn't support the media mode with the directional microphone, and maybe that would solve my problems. It is, however, very warm tonight. It's about 18 degrees. It's absolutely lovely. And this week's going to be a bit different because I'm going to go to the office on Thursday, so I'll have a commute, and I'm going to go to the Lake District next weekend, so I'll be doing a couple of days cycling in the lakes. Don't know if much footage will end up on this video, or if I'll do specific lakes ones. Anyway, I don't want to have too much time on this ride filming because I had so much footage last week. You don't realise how much it adds up, just a little bit every day. So let's end this here. I'll talk about food really quickly. So I had some rice and vegetables cooked in a nice stock today before my ride. And this evening I'm going to do a bolognese with pasta. Okay, that's it for today. Welcome to Tuesday. Not sure if you can hear any of this. It's pretty windy. So just out for an hour of hills near my house because hopefully it'll shield me a bit. All right, we're at a nice flat bit now. So yeah, as I said, it's pretty windy today, so I'm just doing a short ride, quite hilly, about 1,500 feet in less than 15 miles. I always think 1,000 feet per 10 miles. That's when your ride really becomes hilly. Okay, this is a short one, and just using the hills to try and guard myself from the wind as much as possible. So there won't be much filming today because most of it is climbing or descending. So yeah, just in Bugthorpe now, which is a very nice village. I'm gonna go and do the climb of Unkleby and drop down into Fixendale, and then after Fixendale climb back up over the top home. I have quite fond memories of this climb because Unkleby is actually the first climb I ever did in York. Asked my friend for recommendations when I was living in York, and he gave me 2. One of them was Kirkham Abbey, which has been in the videos before, and the other one was Unkleby. I have actually already got a video of Unkleby that I did a very long time ago, so I'll stick a link to that above. Just while we're on the flat, I thought I'd do a bit of talk about food. So yeah, last night I made a bolognese which was full of veg, bit of beef, and then some whole wheat pasta with that. I've got enough of that for 2 days, so I'll have that again this evening. This morning for breakfast I had scrambled eggs with avocado, how posh, and I don't know what I'm going to have when I get home after this ride. It'll be time for something to eat, to be decided. Welcome to Wednesday. It's a weird day for weather. It's very windy, and it has been windy all day, and it keeps starting and stopping raining. It makes it really hard to know what to wear. Just on one of my usual 30 odd mile loops, going home via Castle Howard. I think I did this route last week, so it's one that I'm sure you've seen before. So yeah, today's ride's pretty gentle. Just going to take it easy, not go too hard, because tomorrow I'm going to work, which means setting off at about 6 AM. But I'm going to leave early, I think, so hopefully going to be back not too late. And then Friday I think I'm going to have it off as a rest day. because this weekend I'm going to the lakes. That's all been confirmed now. So yeah, I think take Friday off, spend it thinking about preparing the bike and washing it and stuff, because it is pretty dirty at the moment and it might get dirty tomorrow. So despite AccuWeather saying no more rain today, can confirm it's raining. It's only light, and yeah, let's hope it stays that way. I don't know if you can see it in the background, but the cloud above me, that big black cloud, it's only kind of in one place, so it's really nice over there, and over there it's not too bad. So yeah, can't last long surely. I'm kind of cycling through the wind. It's a side wind from where that black cloud is, so it's blowing over here, but I should be kind of like north of it soon, I hope. You can see it's pretty sunny now. So this is quite a headwindy bit, but it looks like the wind has blown the cloud over, and when we start heading south again, we're actually going to miss the big black cloud. Looks good ahead. Definitely overdressed. So welcome to Thursday. It is just after 6 AM and I am on my commute. First commute in a while. It's a pain having to wear a rucksack. I almost forgot to bring shoes too. Just remembered to pack them at the last minute. It was better, well, I say it was better. When I used to work in the office all the time, I worked in a different location, but I used to keep essentials in the office, so like shoes, towel, toiletries and stuff. And my job now, I've just got a hoodie and some toiletries, that's it. So everything else I have to carry, including a MacBook. And while it's lovely having a MacBook to work on, and I'm really grateful for that because it's such a nice computer to use for work, it's bloody heavy. It also might look lovely and sunny, but it's so cold. It's about, feels like 4 degrees I think, actual 6. So yeah, it's cold. Well, as you can see, the ride into York was really quite nice. Quiet, no traffic. The ride out at about 5 o'clock. That was about 7 when I arrived. Leaving at 5 was just absolutely mental. I have never seen York that busy in my life. I do not miss doing this sort of commuting. It's way busier than it was when I used to go in every day, I'm sure. One thing about going to work, it's been really difficult to eat well. I ended up having some pasta thing from Tesco, which was really crap and probably really not that good. I think this is it for today. Tomorrow's a rest day and I'm going to prepare the bike for the weekend, which is going to be the lakes. So there's not going to be too much of that in this video. So the next proper segment, you know, there might be a little bit of lakes, but the next proper segment will be the Monday weigh-in. Alright, it's Saturday and today we are going up to the lakes and we're going to spend a couple of days cycling. It's about 5:30 in the morning because I want to try and get there early and go out for a ride before all the traffic comes out. So I'm going to set off now and probably going to get there about 8ish, just after 8, and then set off straight for a ride. If we're out for a ride by 9, that's good going I think. It's quite cold now, but it's supposed to be a really good weekend, so let's hope the weather's decent. So yeah, today I'm in the Lake District doing 3 top 100 climbs. It's going to be a main video on it, but just to sum up, I'm doing Kirkstone Pass, Hard Knot Pass and Rhinos Pass, not in that order. So yeah, Kirkstone Pass is nothing to write home about, that's going to be pretty easy. The other 2 less so. See how I get on. So it's Sunday now and the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that this ain't the Lake District. So I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or if it's just in the lakes video, but the road surface yesterday was pretty poor, especially over Kirkstone Pass. And I decided between that ride and checking into my hotel that I'd go to a shop called Wheelbase Cycles, which is quite a big cycle shop. Anyway, going over those roads, I managed to hit a pothole and snapped a spring on the car. So yeah, long story short, I'm back in Yorkshire. The easiest thing to do was just to get recovered home, although I still don't have a car yet. Let's not go into that why, which is a shame because I would quite like to get on with fixing it. So that brings me on to what really demotivates me when with like cycling and diet and, you know, eating well and doing what I'm trying to do at the moment and training. And that is, there are three things I really hate about the UK as a cyclist, and that's the condition of the roads. But I can avoid that because I can just, you know, I can avoid the bad roads once I know where they are. So, you know, I can live with that. The second thing is bad drivers, but I can avoid them as well by going on roads like this, which are pretty quiet, which is what I do usually. So I can live with that. But the third one is the weather, and today is just so gloomy, and I'm cycling into a headwind in the hope that I get a tailwind home. I'm actually going to the coast, doing about 100k to Filey and back. It's not too hilly, and hopefully it's going to push me home, like I say. But it just, you know, on and off rain, I had to set off in the rain, and it just makes you think I want to go home, drink beer and eat crisps, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I struggle with the most, and it's really hard mentally to get past that. Morning. He was so miserable, really miserable. One thing about the Lake District is people were dead friendly there. Every cyclist said hello, which was awesome. Okay, we made it to Filey, just stuck here now at the crossing. It's really cold when you're going, but I think it's just the wind chill because of the wind from the east. So I think when we're going back, and we're going direct west, I'm hoping it's going to be alright. I think it'll be quite warm actually, I think it'll be nice. I was going to stop and have something to eat, but I think I'm just going to stop and have a flapjack in my pocket and then get going. Because every minute I stay here is another minute where I might get stuck in a downpour. Okay, welcome to the East Coast. Okay, so the weigh-in has happened on Monday morning, and the results this week are I weighed in at 79.9 kilos, which is just under a kilo off, 900 grams, which doesn't sound much, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think considering how last week was such a big drop, to still have lost something in week 2 is good, because there was clearly something wrong last week. Not eating enough on Sunday or not drank enough or something. So yeah, for those that use pounds, that's 2 pounds, pretty much bang on. And that's a pretty good amount to be losing every week. So if we can maintain this, then that'd be really good. So yeah, that's it for this week. It's been a long video, I think. I've got so much footage. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it so far and want to see how I get on, please subscribe below. And I will catch you next week.